stop himself. Gewaltig, was der Junge wegstecken kann. Aber jetzt!
This fight is not as famous as Vitali vs. Corey Sanders.
There's the hard left hand by Sanders. Big left hand from Sanders. Stuns Vitali. Klitschko backing up in trouble. Gets hit again. Last minute.
Samuel Peter. And even more so Lennox Lewis. However, of course, this fight occupies an important place in Klitschko's career. On this day in London, Ukraine was able to rejoice at its first world boxing champion. Vitali Klitschko not only defeated local boxer Herbie Hyde and took away his WBO championship belt, but also set a new world record, becoming the champion faster than Mike Tyson. Immediately after their debut in 1996, the Klitschko brothers set themselves the goal of simultaneously becoming world heavyweight champions. In February 1998, Vladimir won the fight for the WBC international title by knocking out Marcus McIntyre. Two months after this event, Vitali met with the experienced Dickie Ryan, who had 46 wins and only 3 losses. In the 5th round, Klitschko knocked out his opponent and won the WBO Intercontinental title. By the end of 1998, Vladimir Klitschko was already in 5th place in the WBC rankings, which meant that after a couple of fights he could become an official contender for this title. However, everything changed after an unexpected loss to Rasu Purity in Kiev, which resulted in Vladimir falling to the 14th position in the rankings. Of course, no one was going to close the career of the younger Klitschko, but it was obvious that the fight for the world title would have to be postponed for a while. At the same time, everything was going great for Vitali. On the same boxing evening in Kiev, he defeated Francesco Spinelli in a minute and a half. And in February 1999, he knocked out the Frenchman Ismail Yola in the 2nd round. As a result of this victory, Vitali became the official contender for the WBO belt, which at that time belonged to Herbie Hyde. In March 1996, Herbie Hyde of Great Britain defeated Michael Bent by knockout in the 7th round to become the new champion. A year after winning the title, Herbie Hide entered the ring for the first defense of the championship belt against former undisputed world champion Riddick Bowe and was defeated by a knockout in the 6th round. In 1998, Hyde successfully defended the title twice, defeating American Diamond Reed in the first round and German Wilhelm Fischer in 2 rounds. Herbie then planned to fight Orlin Norris next, but the WBO insisted that he first face mandatory challenger Vitali Klitschko. It's hard to believe, but Klitschko was a 3-1 underdog before the fight, despite his flawless record of 24 knockout wins in 24 fights. On the other hand, Hyde was rightly considered a dangerous opponent, as he won 31 of 32 fights, with 30 wins being early. Promoter Frank Warren was also confident in the victory of his ward and expected to gather a full hall of spectators in front of which the champion would knock out Vitali. On the other hand, Herbie Hide was well aware that with such a tall and hard-hitting boxer as Klitschko, it would be difficult for him, and loss of the title was possible. That is why Herbie showed defiant behavior, trying to piss off Vitali. At a press conference, Hyde shouted that he would use Klitschko as a punching bag and make a chop out of him, even threatened to knock out the Ukrainian before the 5th round. Herbie even tried to start a fight with Klitschko, and when he realized that it would not be possible to provoke Vitali, he got into a skirmish with Danny Williams, with whom he also planned a duel. Despite the pre-match predictions and provocations of the opponent, Vitali entered the ring completely calm and focused. However, in the first round, the champion showed himself better, and Klitschko mainly used the jab. Hyde successfully broke into close range and delivered his punches accurately. In addition, he demonstrated faster maneuverability and skillfully dodged Vitali's blows. 30 seconds into the second round, with Hyde back against the ropes, Klitschko hit the champ in the head, stepped back and repeated his combo, after which Herbie fell. After counting to 5, Hyde stood up, but his eyes showed shock. Vitali demonstrated tact, slowly finishing off the opponent. Hyde tried to attack the Ukrainian with long sweeping punches. Klitschko dodged them and went on the counterattack. In the middle of the round, after another deuce, the Briton was again knocked out. Hyde got up with difficulty, but he could not continue the fight, and the referee decided to stop the fight. Vitali Klitschko became the first world heavyweight champion from Eastern Europe. This achievement set a world record as Klitschko scored 25 knockout victories in a row, becoming world champion faster than Mike Tyson, given the number of rounds taken. Despite the fact that some experts disputed the status of the WBO in America in 1999, this achievement was still outstanding. After defeating Hyde, journalists first began to discuss Vitali as a possible rival to Lennox Lewis. After this fight, Hyde ended his career at the top level. Subsequently, in 2001, he returned to the ring already in the first heavyweight and over the next 9 years managed to win 18 fights out of 20. However, Herbie's most significant achievement during this period was winning the WBC International Champion belt.